no place like home. Niece, when I got back home, I wished I had some ruby slippers because I felt a lot like Dorothy waking up in Kansas after traveling through Oz. I was very happy to be back home and in my own room. Stephanie came by to see how I was doing, but I really didn't want to talk to either of them. I especially didn't want to talk about my time in the hospital. I tried to make myself feel relaxed and comfortable in my space, but it wasn't easy. Even though Mom and Dad had left everything exactly how I left it, everything felt different. I looked at my huge desktop taking up most of my desk, and then it occurred to me that somewhere along the way, I'd lost track of my laptop. I suspected that someone might have stolen it, but I couldn't remember the last place I'd taken it. My dad had worked very hard to buy me that computer. It was an IBM ThinkPad, and they had just come out. He bought it for me while I was in high school, and someone actually said to me, "Do you know how much that costs?" As if it didn't make any sense that I should have a ThinkPad. Other students had them, and I'm certain no one made any comments to them about how much it cost. It also occurred to me that I'd lost a sense of myself. Sitting in my childhood bedroom, I looked for clues of who I was before the illness. There didn't seem to be enough information there. I hadn't put up many pictures. There was only a rosary on the wall to remind me of my faith in God, but mostly it reminded me of my time in Catholic school. Because my mind was so hazy from all the meds, I couldn't really remember if I liked Catholic school or not. I remembered having such faith in Jesus Christ as the Son of God, a protector, a savior. I wondered what had happened for me to be going through all I was going through. Had I fallen out of favor? Had I done something terribly wrong? I couldn't figure out why God would have given me bipolar disorder. Why me? Why now? How long would it last? How bad would it get? Like everyone else who's frustrated with God, I had a lot of questions, but I couldn't hear God. I interpreted the silence as abandonment. I felt like he'd broken a bargain we'd made long ago. I would be faithful and live a good life, and then I would be blessed. It was supposed to be that easy. Anything less seemed like a betrayal. But the truth was, I was beginning to believe that I was responsible for all the good things that had happened to me, and maybe there wasn't even a God after all. Sitting in my room all alone with both Mom and Dad working so much, I cried. A quiet cry, as if I were afraid the people in the nearby apartment might hear. I lay in my bed and looked up at the ceiling and realized that my life as I'd known it was over. Soon it was 9 p.m. and my body told me that I needed to take my medication. I had been turned into one of Pavlov's dogs. It was something I'd learned about in psych class. Pavlov fed the dogs at the same time every day and conditioned them to eat at a certain time every day. And then one day he took away the food, but the dogs still came looking for the food at the same time. And their mouths would water because they were hungry and waiting for their food. The Girl Interrupted Hospital had done the same thing to me. They always made sure I took my meds at 9 p.m. Even if I didn't go to the window to get my meds, they would find me wherever I was on the ward and make sure I took them at 9. The conditioning worked, and in my newfound release from the hospital, this remnant of my time there remained. It was like a daily reminder that I used to be in a mental hospital. Even if I didn't take my meds at 9 p.m., the feeling didn't go away until I took them. So I took my meds to satisfy my body's cravings, and then it occurred to me that I hadn't lost everything. I was still a Harvard student. They hadn't kicked me out, so there was still hope I could get back some of the things I'd lost. That was an important realization. Without it, I'm not sure I would have survived. It gave me a chance when there didn't seem to be very many options, and it made me believe that God hadn't abandoned me quite yet. My circumstances had changed, but God was still very present in my life. I'd fallen into a deep valley, but God threw down a ladder. Until next time, this is your Aunt Sia saying, stay strong, stay healthy, and know that you are loved.
We can learn together, we can grow forever.
Hey, it's the best kept secret.
We can learn together, we can grow forever. I am not my hair, I am not my skin. I am a vessel of love and soul within. I am black bipolar female. I am black bipolar female. I am not my hair, I am not my skin. I am a vessel of love and soul within. I am black bipolar female. I am black bipolar female. Let me tell you where I've been, who I am, what I do, why I stand, how I live, what I think, what I love, what I am. Black bipolar female. Yes, man, many questions you can ask. What I don't know I will pass. I will help you understand all the ups, all the downs, all the smiles, all the frowns, all the whys, all the hows. Walk the journey with me, the road is full of wows. We can learn together, we can grow forever. We can learn together, we can grow forever.